picture-perfect night. And so far, the Riders have taken advantage of some London miscues to lead 9-0. First play of the second quarter was Kent Sullivan's punt. And into the end zone to go. So London will start again on offense. And it's 20-yard line. First quarter statistics were all in the favor of San Antonio. We'll look at that in a moment. Right now, let's take a look at the World League Silver Bullet receiving leaders through the 7th week of action. Judd Garrett in this game tonight, 45 catches. B.K. Williams next in line, and Marvin Hargrove of the Skyhawks. Coors Silver Bullet receiving leaders. The award of $2,500 each to the leading quarterback and receiver at the end of the year. From Coors to the Literacy Foundation of the players' hometown. London, first down. Quick pass. Across the 25, John Horton. He got out near the 29-yard line. Take a look at those first quarter statistics now, Boomer, and it kind of tells you the tale of this game so far.
Well, everything's in favor of the Riders, as you can see. Time of possession, most glaring. Turnovers, 2 against the Monarchs. I think that San Antonio lost a great opportunity when the ball went through Pickens' hands down inside the 10-yard line, their last play on offense. Rushing yards, you can see that the Riders are doing exactly what they want to do.
Unnecessary roughness fouls, 93 defense, 60 offense. Both players suspended for 2 plays.
Well, there goes helmet cam for a couple of plays. David Bailey has to sit down. Those two gotten a little mixed up, Theo Adams and David Bailey.
The foul was after the end of the play, second down.
Let's take a look at it.
David Bailey, they're fighting. The play's already over.
Oh, that's a pretty nice right hand.
They're kind of wrestling around here.
A decent left jab if you consider holding somebody's face mask a good jab.
Tell you what, we kind of need to get this helmet cam in a boxing arena somehow, wouldn't it?
That's our first helmet cam penalty of the season right there.
Our first helmet cam touchdown and our first helmet cam penalty.
Can't beat it. All in the first 15 minutes of this one. We're just underway, second quarter. If you just joined us, San Antonio Riders lead 9-0. And London has yet to cross their own 35-yard line. Right now they've got it.
Stan is audibling right here. He reads the defense and he's audibling to a play.
Second and short. Ball throws, completes it out across the 35 to Dana Brinson. First down for London.
Now he completed that pass falling.
That sure feels like some mix.
We couldn't find much spring today.
As you can see now, the offense of the London Monarchs has gained a little consistency these last 2 plays.
First and 10 for London. Almost holding on to that pass was Andre Riley, but Gary Ritchie just wouldn't let him.
These guys got to hold on to the ball. I don't know what's going on here. They're both wearing gloves. Pickens and Riley are wearing gloves. Brinson's wearing gloves. Puts the ball right on the money. They got to make this catch here. Just got to catch the ball.
Here comes the blitz. Gelbaugh sets in, delivers. Nice pass. Horton first down to the 49-yard line.
You can see Stan reading the blitz and then showing the poise of staying in that pocket. And that's what's going to separate him from all the other quarterbacks in this league.
First down, London.
He just stands right in the face of pressure, doesn't worry about the fact that he threw 2 interceptions. Stands and delivers the ball right on the money. That's his 4th, well, actually, the last 4 passes he's done. 3 out of 4 the last 4 attempts he has.
Horton came up limping a little bit. He's heading out. The leading receivers for the Monarchs. Gelbaugh, first down. That one may have been partially deflected as well. Intended for Judd Garrett. Ledbetter got some pressure. Stan Gelbaugh.
Right tackle, Gabar just let Ledbetter go right around him. That time Stan was staring right in the face of Ledbetter.
John Horton checks back in, number 86 right there, the end of the huddle. There's Ledbetter, who plays a little outside linebacker, a little defensive line. And he's the up man in the punt formation. Mike Riley says he does a little of everything for us. near side, and out at the 47-yard line is Jeff Alexander. Nicholson came over along with Anthony Cooney to make the stop.
You can tell that the San Antonio defense is revved up. They probably have been issued a challenge by Mike Riley, their head coach, saying, hey, you've got to make the plays tonight. This is our season. Tonight's game is the season. You have to make the plays. You have to stop this offense.
Okay. Hey, Tommy.
The pursuit has been
good
great.
first down call if we're in regular. Maybe this one next.
Number 1.
Mike Riley, former coach of the year in the CFL with Winnipeg, won a couple of Grey Cup titles there.
Hey, watch this guy. He's cheating over there. He's touching my helmet with his helmet.
Got a timeout with 11 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the first half. And the London 6 coming up gives us an opportunity to remind you coming up on Saturday, more World League action. A 2 o'clock matchup. San Antonio, the Riders in Barcelona. Ted Robinson, Dave Jennings bring you that one. And then on Saturday nights, Michael and Boomer and I will be in the Meadowlands for New York, New Jersey against London, Sacramento, and Orlando. Bill McAtee and Warren Moon will have that for some again. Then on Monday night, Tim Brandt and Dan Marino will be in Montreal, Raleigh-Durham, and Montreal will have at it 8 o'clock Eastern time Monday night. So we've got 4 games coming up next weekend for you right here on USA.
Montreal got a big win over the weekend against Sacramento in overtime. Montreal is still in this thing.
That's right. Only a game back of New York, New Jersey. Our man Richard Shelton had the monstrous game at Olympic Stadium with 2 touchdowns tonight. We were up there, had a couple more on a kickoff and a punt return to help them to their win. It is 3rd down and 6. First trip into San Antonio territory for the Monarchs offense, and Gelbaugh trying to get a first down, got the pass out. Just a little bit short for Andre Riley, who made the catch and then was run out of bounds. Gary Richards made a couple of nice stops on that corner.
About 1.5 yards here to go for the first down. Andre does a good job of securing the ball, comes back and secures it. He's looking for where the pursuit is coming from. He's got to be aware of where that first down marker is. They're going for it.
London with a 4th down and a long yard. Quick snap, Gelbaugh to throw for it. Fires it out. It's got a man wide open, and Horton. Defensive back slipped, and Horton's got a first down at the 31-yard line.
Well, what kind of confidence do you have in your quarterback, 4th and a yard, to throw a hook pattern?
And get 13 out of it.
This is exactly what we were talking about previous to the start of this game. We were talking about just the kind of confidence that Stan Gelbaugh has. So what? He threw 2 interceptions. He comes right back and delivers a strike to Horton for a 13-yard gain on a 4th and 1.
You saw Nicholson, number 25, slip and go down as Horton got him all turned around. Pick up the 13, first down. Penalty markers down as Jeff Alexander goes wide. Kennedy Wilson ran him into the boards over there.
Could have a little defensive offsides here. What happens when the defense is actually playing as aggressive as it is? They get real close to the line of scrimmage. Could be offensive offsides as well. Actually, it could be anything, Brad.
Illegal motion, 70 offense.
I couldn't cover them all there, Brad.
We try to hit as many as we can, though.
That's my forte, to try to figure out what these penalties are all about.
There you go. Baradelli.
Well, he's smiling about it.
He's a piece of work. He's the one 3 weeks ago that did the imitation of a lamb for us in the pregame.
The one thing the World League does have is a lot of personalities and character.
Yeah, they sure do. 1st and 15 now. And here comes the blitz again on Gelbaugh. He stands in and delivers to Garrett. Garrett trying to stiff arm Wilson. His forward progress, I think, though, is going to have him down close to the 33-yard line.
Usually when you get on the other side of the 50 into your opponent's territory, their defense is going to change a little bit. And usually what happens is that they're going to try to make plays here. And the way they're going to do that, the defense, is they're going to start blitzing. They've been blitzing all night anyway, but even now they're going to turn it up even another notch.
Timeout with 9:52 remaining. What a night in San Antonio. And the Riders lead by 9.
All right, we're back with some of the crew here from Lackland Air Force Base. I'm with Tammy right now. There are about 500 people. What do you think of the game so far, Tam? I know you're a big football fan. What do you think?
wonderful, sir.
Sir,
Sir, does she know you?
Sir. What do you, is it kind of an us versus them situation, you know, because it's London and Great Britain versus the United States? How do you look at it as a servicewoman?
It's great.
Boy, very tight-lipped. Brad, back to you.
All right, Bark, you're out of uniform, by the way, Barkhand. Pass complete to Garrett, his third catch of the night, down to the 24-yard line.
It's a nice drive got going here by London.
X-opposite. Deep scout left, 5.5 wide read.
Gelbar's settled in a bit now, 9 out of 15 on the night.
He's calling 525 again. He's going to have deep out routes by the wide receivers. He's going to have crossing routes underneath.
A long 3 on third down. London leads the World League in third down conversions. Blitz coming again on Gelbar. Got it over the middle of Garrett. First down, he took a big shot from Gilbert, the inside linebacker, but he held on.
So you got to be real impressed with Garrett, the way he just hangs in there. He knows he's going to get hit on that part of the field. There's linebackers all over the place. He finds the open spot and just sits down. Take a look here now. We'll see that Stan stands back. He looks away, finds Garrett, delivers the ball right on the money. And Garrett's going to take a hit downfield with linebackers all over him.
A sprint draw to Alexander. He speeds his way inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That time Alexander turned him out as fair play. Alexander took it out on a defensive back. Number 25, Calvin Nicholson. Alexander stands at 245 pounds and Nicholson 180 pounds. I'll tell you what, when I'm in the huddle, I'm talking to those running backs. You see one of those defensive backs come up, you want to take him on, you want to knock him out. You know, these guys, those guys get away with everything. They complain about everything. You know, when you get a shot at them, you got to take it.
They normally talk more than anybody else on the field, too, right?
Oh, without question.
The drive has been impressive. And Alexander trying to finish it off. Inside the 5, touchdown! Alexander scores, and London right back in this one.
For the Monarchs, number 20, Jeff Alexander.
It's exactly the type of offense we come to expect from London after 6 weeks. We're not for a couple miscues earlier in the game. They've really moved well.
Capping off an 81-yard march. Alexander.
All right, because if we want for the extra point, number 3.
You think back to the ball that went through Dwight Pickens' hands inside the 10-yard line.
That's right.
San Antonio's got to make those plays if they want to beat London tonight.
Philip Alexander in for the point after. It was all Alexander for those 7 points for the London Monarchs. Jeff scored the touchdown. Philip the extra point.
7:44 left to play in the first half. The San Antonio
Jeff
Riders
Alexander
9, the London Monarchs 7.
with his third rushing touchdown of the year. And he's got the Monarchs back within 2. And you got to love this spike, huh? Air ball.
London Monarchs clash with the New York, New Jersey Knights. World League football on USA, live Saturday at 8 Eastern.
Alamo Stadium, where the Riders lead the London Monarchs, but the score now cut to 9-7 on Alexander's score. Under Johnson from the 1-yard line, and the kick return got it out to the 17, maybe the 18. That's about it. Good-looking drive for over 80 yards, over 7 minutes.
Exactly what they wanted to do. You have Stan Gelbar completing first down passes, mixing the run. Good job by London. That's the London offense that, like I said earlier, we've come to expect from them.
Hey, how about the folks in Midland, Texas?
I think it's great.
First and 10, San Antonio. Their worst field position of the night, inside their own 20. Play fake by Garrett, a good one. And fires complete. First down for Lee Morris. Got about 12.
Nice throw by Jason that time, rolling to his right, play action fake. Came out with no blockers in front of him, threw a strike to Morris right along the sideline. Morris did a nice job keeping his feet in bounds. See this nice ball.
Morris,
outside, along the sideline.
Morris had the long 73-yard touchdown catch last week against Birmingham.
Going one-on-one against Irvin here. And where that ball is thrown, Irvin has no chance.
Nice comeback, got 12 yards. John Garrett in motion to the bottom of your screen. On first down, Jason Garrett back to throw. Double pumps and then goes deep on the sideline for Hess, who got one hand on it and then just got leveled. And I hope he's all right. He is still down. Crossman was back there, as was Dedrick Dodge and Billy Hess. I don't know if he knows what stadium he's in right now. He really took a shot.
Well, that's a defensive back's delight when you get a chance to lay out a receiver like that. Unfortunately, that's what defensive football is all about. You got to make sure those guys know exactly what's going on. He took a wicked shot.
Dedrick Dodge got the helmet right in the cheekbone of Bill Hess.
I'll tell you, that's what defensive coaches love to see. That's what football's all about, really making your presence known. That's not a cheap shot. That's a good hit. It also shows you the courage for Bill Hess, not worrying about where the defenders are. He was concerned with that football. Showed a lot of courage on Billy Hess's part that time.
Got Hess's helmet off, and obviously our concern is with Bill Hess, the wide receiver. He had a catch early in the first quarter. He appears to be moving now. That's a good sign, too. You worry about everything after a shot like that.
Again, turnabout is fair play. John Garrett, the other wide receiver for San Antonio, actually got knocked unconscious in a game early in the season, and Billy Hess was telling me how Garrett kept asking him the question, who are we playing, where are we playing, what down is it? And on the ride home
from Raleigh-Durham,
John Garrett, they say, asked 69 times as to what the score of that game was.
And he had caught a couple passes after he kind of lost it.
And he did not remember that, so now John Garrett is probably going to have the opportunity to have a little light moment with Billy Hess after this.
Well, hopefully they can have one. They're working on Billy Hess. We've got a timeout with 6:51. We'll check on his condition when we come back. The Riders have a 2-point lead with 6:51 to go in the half.
How about a better hand soap? Not us, we can cope. We don't need no lava soap, no. Regular soap won't always work, but lava with pumice will. Interested? No, no, no. Lava, but don't try to cope without it soap. You old smoothie, melt my heart away. The original smoothie, Mars, Milky Way, make alive. A little sweeter.
Look, isn't that Jerry Mason? Get his autograph! No way, I'm too embarrassed. Then I'll get a close-up for you.
Ah, the Minolta Freedom Zoom. When you can't get to the picture, this camera brings the picture to you.
Get me one more shot.
Freedom Zoom, the only compact with 5-beam autofocus, so even subjects not centered are perfectly focused. Enjoy your freedom today.
Only from the mind of Minolta. Because if you don't watch your figure, who will?
It's the right feeling now.
Because when it comes to water, the only place to start is at the top.
It's the right feeling now.
Because when the party's going full steam, you don't want to fill up. So reach for the beer that won't slow you down. The Silver Bullet.
It's the right feeling now.
It's prom night. And some girls will do anything for a date. Prom Night 3 on USA, Thursday at 9.
There's concern on both sidelines right now, especially on the London sideline, where Bill Hess went down after a hard hit from Dedrick Dodge, the free safety of the London Monarchs. And still, they work over Bill Hess, number 83. He's still down on the far sideline. And the training staff and the doctors are all out there from both teams. They're going to bring out the stretcher, and you can see Bill moving now a little bit, and that is a great sign, and he's on his feet. Well, we all held our breath for the whole timeout. We won't lie to you because of the shot that Billy Hess took. And he's on his feet, and we talk so much about the Garrett brothers, but it appears Billy the Kid here at Alamo Stadium is okay.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't have the demeanor of a wide receiver by any means. He's a tough kid. He looks like he probably took a good shot underneath the chin. You know, as all football players go through this at times, you get hit in the head a little bit.
You can see a welt on the left jaw right there, plus a little bit of blood on his forehead. He took a wicked, wicked shot, and he's going to head to the locker room, and thank goodness he is going out under his own power, at least as far as the cart, and the stretcher wasn't needed. So, get back to the action with San Antonio minus one of their starting receivers. It is 2nd down and 10. Roderick Graves cuts outside, got a nice block, got to the corner, first down. Nice run.
Real nice run by Roderick.
third running back. Boomer, he may be starting for some other teams in the league.
Well, he's got some good speed. You know, he's not quite as big as Ricky Blake. He's only 195 pounds. He is the true epitome of a halfback. Ricky doesn't have the speed to get outside, but he does a good job of reading his blocks. Got to put that ball away when you come around that corner. Cover it up, put it in the outside hand. Does a nice job of getting outside and finding the first down marker.
First down.
But he's got some speed. Was the missing ingredient in their running game.
He got 11 in the first down. This time he dropped it. Boomer told him to cover it. It's a fumble, and the Monarchs have the football. Marlon Brown, I think, on the bottom of the pile.
Okay, nobody blocked Danny Lockett on that particular play. As soon as Broderick got the ball handed to him, Lockett was in his face.
First down,
and Lockett actually came up with the ball. Brown was on top of it. Lockett was there, too, and now a big break for the defense of Coach Kennett.
See, watch Lockett. He comes in unblocked. Nobody's responsible for him. And as soon as Broderick got the ball, Lockett was right there. Lockett's all over the place. That's why he's one of the best defensive players in the league.
The two outside linebackers make this play. Lockett with the initial contact, and then Brown, number 53, comes into your screen. He had it covered for the good part, and then Lockett got under there and said, wait a minute, there's an incentive in my contract. Galbaugh back to throw on first down. Complete. Two flags are down as Dana Brinson got it inside the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you, they're working on Calvin Nicholson down here. That's about the third or fourth time they've ran a hook pattern in front of him. I don't doubt that we'll see a hook and go here before too long.
2 fouls, illegal motion 70 offense, holding 70 offense.
Well, Baradelli got all of that one, didn't he?
You know, I think those offensive linemen hate the fact that they declare by who makes the penalties by giving out the numbers. I mean, they got to feel like an inch tall.
And then we were going to the side end.
That's the only way an offensive lineman becomes known in football. Is by them announcing the fact that they made a mistake on the field.
Blue 25!
Baradelli, number 7, the penalty. 2nd and 20. Blitz coming on Galbaugh. He got rid of it and got it out to Brinson. Brinson with a nice move inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Gary Richards went for the interception that time. He almost had it. Stan put it low and inside. Brinson did a nice job of shielding a ball from Richard that time.
Watch Brinson with a concentration here. He's got Richard right there with him.
Came back to the ball. That's one of the reasons he was able to keep the ball within himself.
Did a little tip drill to himself and got 15 yards. 2nd down and 5. I had said 2nd and 20 a moment ago. It was 1st and 20, so a pickup of 15. Stan Galbaugh with flags down. Fires to Tony Sargent a little bit behind him, incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Probably have defensive offsides, I believe, here. Because if it was offensive movement, they would have stopped the play. I think Manning might have been offside.
Here's a call.
Offside, defense, 5 yards.
I got it right that time.
There you go. You're batting 500 at least, aren't you? Maybe more than that.
Actually, the charge was, you could see that the charge of the defense was a little bit ahead of the snap of the ball.
Roderick Manning, the outside linebacker out of North Texas State.
You know, we saw Roderick last week, and one thing we did notice about him was his aggressiveness. And I'll tell you what, that's what you want out of an outside linebacker. You want somebody that's going to go out there and he's looking for people to hit.
He was a defensive end in college, so he knows how to pin his ears back and come from that outside spot, but he got a little bit too far in front of himself that time, and the penalty gives London a first down with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go first half. It's 9-7 San Antonio, but the Monarchs in good shape. Sprint draw to Alexander, who cuts outside inside the 25 and near a first down. Ken Watson ran Alexander out of bounds.
Now, if you look at this London team, they have exactly the ingredients that you need. You have an experienced quarterback back there, shows poise and leadership. You have a fine offensive line that is able to pass block and run block. Wide receivers who are catching the ball and making plays after it and a speed back.
Pickup of 9. Alexander, 31 yards on 4 carries, including a touchdown. 2nd down, less than a yard. Alexander the other way this time. Got the first down and got some more before he's run out of bounds at the 17-yard line. David Smith, the leading rusher for the Monarchs, went down with a knee injury at the end of the game last week on the final play of the game. Talked to Larry Kennan before the game, said, what's that going to do to your offense, Coach? He says, it just means Alexander's going to get more reps because he is as good a back as anybody in the league. In fact, he was the first running back that London selected in the World League draft, so he knows how to get it done.
On that particular play, Judd Garrett had the unenviable task of trying to block Manning. Did a nice job of getting in his way and giving the opportunity for Smith to get around, Alexander to get around.
First and 10 for the Monarchs. Looking for an end around. Brinson got the handle, got the corner. Inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Greg Gilbert ran him down. It will be close to a first down, about a yard short.
I'll tell you what, Larry Jones made a nice block. He peeled back and made a lookout block. Lookout block meaning that the defender does not see the offender coming for him. You'll see it right to the right of your screen. Right there it is. Larry Jones did a nice job right that time.
Second down, a yard to go. Judd Garrett cuts outside. Got the first down, it appears, inside the 7-yard line.
Well, offensive players love that kind of block because this is the time you get a chance to really lay the helmet to a defender. And when a defender's not looking, boy, you can really hit him good. The unfortunate thing about that is if you're a running back or you're a quarterback or you're a wide receiver doing that, they're looking up your number. The next time they get you, it's going to take your head off.
Well, London had a couple of early interceptions thrown by Gelbaugh, and they have battled back to be down by only 2 points. And now they're in great shape to take the lead with 2 minutes, 37 seconds remaining first half. And it is a first down and goal situation for Larry Kennan's Monarchs. Kennan on the right, Mike Riley, the head coach of the Riders, on the left. There's the league's leading passer who settled in nicely after those early interceptions.
Let's hear what Stan has to say here. Let's see if we can pick up what the play is.
4-14 flat angle, first down, ready?
4-14 flat angle. He's going to try to hit probably a quick flat to Judd Garrett in the flat for a touchdown here.
On first and goal at the 7-yard line. Gelbaugh looks right, goes right, touchdown. John Horton for the score, the Monarchs lead.
I'll tell you, again, it's in front of Calvin Nicholson.
With the catch for the Monarchs, number 86.
That's about the 5th pass this time, and it's the same pattern. It's a little hook route.
There's the Pee Wee Herman. That's a new celebration move by the offensive line of the London Monarchs, and they're out in front 13-9 with the extra point coming up.
I would think that Calvin Nicholson is getting tired of looking at this particular pattern. A little hook pattern right in front of him.
Up for the extra point, number 3.
Hey, you love that when you're a quarterback, especially after you've thrown 2 interceptions. You want to get back on the board with a little touchdown pass. Those are the best kind. They only travel 6 or 7 yards.
Alexander's point after up and good. So the London Monarchs take advantage of the fumble recovery at the San Antonio 43-yard line and take it in for the leading touchdown. Gelbaugh to Horton.
The San Antonio Riders 9.
Everybody's gotten their money's worth tonight. San Antonio jumped to a 9-0 lead. The Monarchs have scored 14 unanswered points to take the lead over, and Alexander just buried that one. That was almost a field goal. And San Antonio will work from its own 20-yard line with 2:24 to go first half. Let's check in with Michael Barkan. Bark.
Hi, Brad. I'm with the Bear, Paul Baradelli. And what did you say? Down 9-0 after the first quarter, and you told your teammates what?
Hey, I told the Nasty Boys in the troops, I said, we got to hang in there, man. It's a long game. We got to have patience. We gave them a couple things early, and they took advantage of them. They didn't do nothing else. I mean, we're doing everything to ourselves early. 14-9 now, so we're going to wear them down. They can't handle us up front.
What's the end zone dance? You want to give me a little thing? What is that?
It's my brother, man. My brother back home said, why don't you guys do something different? He said, Pee Wee Herman. I said, we'll go with it. You know, we don't have to have a lot of style with that one. Pretty easy dance.
All right, we'll check back.
Hey, with my father. Hi, Dad. How you doing, baby?
There you go. Hi, Dad.
All right, Dad's got his name in there. Baradelli's got one penalty, but he's also led the way to lead the Monarchs to the 14-9 lead. I think Baradelli's got a future with Hulk Hogan and those guys when he's all done playing ball. What do you think, Bill?
He might. I don't know, but I'm not a talent scout for that type of thing, so I don't know.
2 minutes, 3 seconds remaining, first half.
I'll tell you, I don't understand this. You got San Antonio calling timeout. They could have just waited for the 2-minute warning, but I'll tell you, they look a little disorganized right now on the offensive side of the ball.
Harvey Wilson shaken up. Jason Garrett comes over to talk to Mike Riley. Gives us a chance to tell you a mutant killer attacks on Swamp Thing Friday night at 10:30, 9:30 Central on USA. But I wouldn't worry. Swamp Thing knows how to handle himself.
Swamp Thing, yes.
A Swamp Thing cartoon on now, too. Thing is spreading around, I'm telling you. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left first half. San Antonio got a touchdown from Ricky Blake. USA's helmet cam in tow. And then a safety on the ensuing kickoff as J.J. Flanagan was tackled in the end zone. But since that time, Stan Gelbaugh and the Monarchs have come back. Gelbaugh, in fact, has hit 10 of his last 12 to help lead the Monarchs unbeaten back in the lead 14-9. Let's see what Jason Garrett can do with his offense in the next couple of minutes. Back to throw on second down, zips it out, got Lee Morris. And Morris a first down and out of bounds at the 31-yard line, stopping the clock. Let's go back to Michael Barkey with an update on Billy Hess. Bark?
Brad, right now they're still working on Billy. He's still shaken up. He's in the locker room. Pads are off, and as we know more information, we'll pass it along to you. But he was very shaken up, as you saw. Back to you.
Okay. Good news that Billy apparently is going to be all right. 1:57 remaining in the half at the 2-minute warning. We'll be back at Alamo Stadium in a moment. Trailing by 5. A pass complete to Pickens. Pickens broke away, and he's going to have another first down, it appears.
Nice job of getting out of bounds. What you want to do, you're under 2 minutes. You want to save your timeout. You want to get out of bounds. You want to keep that ball moving. No huddle offense. Pickens does a nice job coming back to the ball and breaking a tackle.
Horace Irvin finally got back to him along with Marlon Brown to make the tackle, but a first down. Garrett to throw. Fires near side. Morris with a catch and tiptoes out at the 47-yard line.
Jason's showing some patience right now. They got him throwing the ball. They got him into a rhythm. He's taking the open guy, taking the short receiver along the sideline.
Up until 2 throws ago, Garrett was 4 out of 13 for 57 yards, but he has warmed up on the last couple of passes.
They're doing an interesting thing here. They're flooding one side of the field with 3 receivers, making it awful difficult for the players in the zone to stay at home.
The floods to the top of your screen this time. Garrett looks that way. Brown chasing. Garrett finally gets rid of it, and he's got it complete to Morris again. How about Lee Morris working that sideline, Boomer?
I think Morris was out of bounds coming back down the sideline. He was doing a nice, trying to stay in bounds, being a tightrope walker.
Stepped out of bounds prior to the pass completion. It's incomplete, third down.
Smart player, though, coming back, knowing that his quarterback is in trouble. When you see your quarterback scrambling, if he is running at you, you want to come back at him if you are deep. If you are on the sideline short, you want to run away from him.
Third down and 5.
Big play here for San Antonio. They got to get this first down.
Here comes the blitz. Garrett sets in a hurry, fires deep middle, intercepted. Dedrick Dodge has got it heading the other way for the Monarchs down the sideline. Garrett to beat. Finally brought down at the 5. 62-yard interception return by Dedrick Dodge.
Jason had his man in the seam. That time he just overthrew him a little bit. Derek Dodge made a nice play staying at home. Worst feeling for a quarterback is to move your team down the field, throw an interception, and then realize you got to try to make the tackle.
And your shoulder's only been healed for a couple weeks.
No fun right here. And you can see he goes into the fetal position to try to make the stop. All he does is slow him down for the pursuit to catch up.
Vitale finally made the tackle, but Dodge got it all the way to the 5, where it's first and goal for the Monarchs, and a golden opportunity for the unbeaten London squad to go further in front before intermission. We've got 1:10 till halftime. It is 14-9. Sprint draw. Jeff Alexander to the corner. Touchdown. Alexander's second score of the night.
You can see the speed of Alexander as he outruns Ledbetter around the corner. Ledbetter did a nice job of forcing him outside, but he just does not have the speed to run down Alexander.
So a one-play scoring drive for the London Monarchs.
Into the extra point for London, number 3. Philip Alexander.
Outside. Ledbetter does not have the speed. The defensive lineman does not have the speed to run down a halfback like that.
Philip Alexander to try to complete the Alexander scoring again, and does. 21 points in the last 6 minutes for the London Monarchs, and with 1:04 remaining in the half, they go further in front. It's now the Monarchs 21 and the Riders 9. Here's another look. Jeff Alexander, who was working as a plumber before the World League called, and he kind of plunges in the corner there. And when you're a happy coach, you give an assistant coach a 5. And when you're a coach on the short end, you just kind of dip your head and say, oh, brother, we started off 9-0. We've just given up 21 unanswered points in 6 minutes.
And it's funny how this game reacts. San Antonio's moving the ball in their 2-minute offense right down the field.